Hello, everyone. We're gonna wait for a few people to come on.
Here. Hi.
I've got a little special guest here. Hope everyone hope everyone is doing well. We're just gonna wait for a few people to come on, and then we're gonna go ahead and start our live.
Yay!
Let me get the questions, my love.
I already got the questions.
I know, but I'm gonna ask them to you.
No, I'm gonna read them off.
Okay.
Wait till we.
So I'm gonna do like a little. I'm gonna do a little introduction first, and then we're gonna get into the questions.
We only have 3 people. Let's
People
wait.
will start coming on.
Let's wait before we start. Oh, we got 7.
All right, so.
Oh, went down to 6. No.
Stop it. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a little introduction. So I'm Sue, also known as Sue Lady VSG.
Really?
Hi.
You're Sue Lady VSG?
Yeah. You're so stupid. So I've been getting a lot of DMs and a lot of messages. Just
DMs? Who been DMing you? Oh wait, hold on, pause. Who been in your DMs?
So I've been getting a lot of messages asking questions that really Tony, my significant other, can't actually answer.
I'm her partner.
My partner. Because now that I have my hair short, I look, very boyish, maybe.
No.
No, so I wanted to
corporate maybe, but not boyish.
do an update. We actually did a video, live not too long ago.
Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah, like a month ago. 3
weeks ago.
Yeah, and we also did a YouTube YouTube video. However,
which was the live, just re-recorded.
Yeah.
Taped in front of a live audience.
Yeah. So we figured, since I got a bunch of new questions, and since I've hit big milestones since then, we would do more of an updated video for you guys. So I'm gonna go into my stats first, just so that you guys can kind of know what surgery I had, what doctor I had it with, and just my regular stats. So I had VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy, done with Dr. Salcedo in Tijuana, Mexico. My highest weight was 311.8, and that was back February 1st of 2019. And then I had surgery a month later, which was March 8th, 2019. And currently today, I weigh 176.1 pounds. So I've lost 135.7 pounds. Thank you. And I figured, since we've hit pretty big milestones, I think I only have like 11 pounds left to reach my goal or something like that. So,
and if y'all happy about that, y'all need to start putting thumbs up or like reaction, because I feel like I'm talking to walls right now. We got 25 people,
and guys,
ain't nobody, no reaction, no shares.
Oh my god!
I'm calling corporate.
There, look, you got reactions. There you go.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
So,
jeez,
don't mind, guys. He's a little annoying.
Night.
Don't mind him. Usually he's sleeping at this time because he's an old fart. So typically,
I'm a cornball.
Typically, he'll be sleeping at like 9 o'clock.
10.
10 o'clock.
These kids.
So, we have collectively 5 kids. And so, with that being said, it's just, he's in bed really early. So, this is a treat, guys. I hope you guys appreciate it, because he's probably going to fall asleep. But let's hope that doesn't happen. All right, so
I wouldn't do that.
We're gonna go right into the questions.
Let's wait a little longer.
And feel free.
We don't have like 30. Let's wait till we get to 30 people, then we'll do the question.
30 people might not even be awake. So
that's not true. It's not that late.
I want you guys. If
y'all
you guys
need to start sharing.
Ay, Dios mío.
Y'all need to start like.
They can't share it.
Why not?
Because it's a private group.
Okay.
Anyway, so with that being, he swears this is YouTube.
We'll be like, oh, hey, I'm checking out such and such on the live. Come join me.
Rebecca says, you appreciate it and thank you for coming on. So if you guys, don't do that, guys. Don't even gas him up, because he's going to be gassed. and then I'm gonna have to.
Oh, look at that! We're hitting over 32 people. All right,
okay,
when we get to 40, then we'll start doing questions.
Oh my God, he's
come on, 40
All right,
people.
look.
There we go. I put it in the universe. The universe heard me.
Look, it dropped down to 29. Oh, because people don't want to hear that shit.
Y'all hate it. Oh, look at that. 31.
All right.
Ooh, 32. Ooh, the universe. It heard me.
He swear he's an influencer. Now he thinks that he's like a YouTube
what
star.
I put out. Brick comes back to me.
5 kids here too. Bless you both for being up to sleep. I know, right? The kids were in bed by 8:30. We had one with the meltdown till 9, and I'm like, look.
I made them hot cocoa.
Well, them is 1, and we're gonna hear it in the morning.
I swore her the secret.
So guys, if after I'm done with these questions, or if there's questions that you guys have, feel free to post the questions so he can answer them.
Please do.
However, I do have like 30 questions or so that I'm gonna be asking him.
30,
and then,
when we get to 35, we'll start doing questions. 35 people. So tell your friend. Oh, look at that. 33.
35.
Oh, 35.
Okay. Let's start this before everybody leaves.
I said 40 though. I said 40.
Let's start before everyone leaves.
Hold on. 33. We need 7 more people.
Oh my God.
Tell your friends. Hey, look. I'm watching some. Look at that. 34. Look at that. Look at that. The universe is like responding. Look at that. 30. See?
Okay.
The universe.
We're gonna start these questions.
Look at that.
Because people are gonna start being like, okay, they're fucking bullshitting and they're not going to.
No. Look. Real quick.
I'm still right behind you. Today is my 6-month sleevery. Oh, down. Yes.
Yo, congratulations. What's that? Shunda. I'm sorry, my glasses.
Shunda.
They really high powered, and I'm half asleep. I apologize.
He's blind.
But congratulations,
he's half
Shunde.
asleep and he's blind, guys. All right, so let's start this over. We got 38 people. 35.
No. 39.
God.
No, I spoke to the universe.
Look,
the universe heard me, and I said
I'm
40.
I'm so sorry.
I said 40 people, because you know what?
I
want to help. All jokes aside, I want to help out the most amount of people possible. Okay, this is why I stayed up.
But nobody's.
Look at that.
Look, people dropping off like flies.
No. That's because the internet probably sucks.
No.
They're on that Wendy's internet.
Oh my God.
I'm
sorry if anybody hears at Starbucks and using their Wi-Fi. Look, people about to drop off because they don't want to hear this shit.
All right, let's go.
Let's get into the. See, look, it's 29. Okay, let's get into the questions.
All right, the questions.
People leaving us. Okay, so hold on.
Tell your friends to come back.
What is your name?
31. Let's go.
What is your name and introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Tony.
He's the pool boy.
The pool boy?
I'm kidding. Go. Introduce yourself.
Wow. Okay, I'm the pool boy now. All right, so I'm Tony. Obviously, I'm her significant other / fiance / partner / baby daddy / lot of role. Yeah, we have a kid together.
I don't like that.
Okay, so
Child's
that's who. Yeah, your daughter's father. Like that's who I am. Let me see. I like long walks to the bank.
To the bank. Not to the beach. Because
video games.
He doesn't know how to
technology, architecture.
He works in IT.
And what else? Kids, because they got a lot of them. So believe it or not.
Yeah.
And cats. Love my cats.
We've got 2.
And I feed them gourmet food that's made of oil.
God. Nobody needs to know that.
Smallsforcats.com. Thanks. Okay. Shameless plug. All right, go.
Okay, question number 2. That's more important. What were some concerns when she told you that she was getting surgery?
Some of the concerns, and you guys can also see it in the other videos that we put together as a couple, but some of the concerns was that it was unproven, right? Another concern was it would wind up hurting her or possibly causing her to lose her life. I had 2 friends who passed away, not because of VSG, but because of 2 other procedures that they did in order to lose weight. One passed away while he was recovering from the operation. The other one passed away on Christmas Eve back in, 2012? Because her operation, something just opened up, and that was it. She was done. That was a concern that, something like that would happen to her. Because I didn't know exactly what it was, what was going on.
He didn't have he didn't have enough knowledge yet So that was just a concern when I told them initially. I'm gonna just read off some of these questions because it'll go up. Do they give you pain medication for after surgery? Yes. And if they don't, how painful? It wasn't painful. It was uncomfortable the first 2 or 3 days. They give you pain meds. I hardly ever even used the pain meds. I used one pill one time. For checkups, do you go to your doctors in the States? Absolutely. I have a whole team of doctors that I see here. I have a bariatric specialist. I have a primary care physician. I have a nutritionist, dietitian, a trainer that helps me, and I have a whole team of people who help me. Do you go to the gym? If so, how often and how soon after surgery did you go? I started the gym, I think, about 5 to 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks or so after surgery when I was cleared with the doctor. That's when I started going to the gym, and I started off not really with a complete regimen, but I did do the bariatric workout group at my gym, and that was twice a week for an hour. And then I also did a lot of swimming. I did a lot of swimming. I did some walking, but primarily it was the actual gym that I went to. However, I did not have a particular routine that I stuck to. I did it when I had time, and I focused more on my food intake. I focused more on my relationship with food in order to be able to get to where I needed to go to, because you have to understand we have a very limited amount of calories that we can have, and in order to be effective when you're working out and not go into a starvation food mode, you need to make sure that your calories out versus calories in is the proper deficit for you to actually lose weight, because you can actually gain weight or go into a stall if you start going to the gym and you're not having enough calories. And a lot of people have problems being able to ingest enough calories for them to sustain a workout. Keep that in mind. Do you go to the gym? Okay. How soon were you able to go back to work? Oh, I took time. How many? I think I took 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, you took 2 weeks.
I took 2 weeks. Now,
I thought it was more like 3 actually.
I took 3 weeks. Now, could I have gone to work earlier? Absolutely. I was walking around. I was doing fine after the first week. However, I took time for myself because I wanted to make sure that I didn't set myself up for failure, and I had enough time to go back and be able to work in it, because I have a very demanding job currently, and if you don't have enough knowledge as to how this process works, you can seriously put yourself into a bad situation, not being able to eat properly or have a good routine. It's very important.
Plus you and also too, real quick, when you have this kind of surgery, you have to eat on a schedule, and some jobs won't allow that, unfortunately. So you also have to keep that in mind when you're considering this.
Depends on what type of job you have.
Right. It's like once every hour or every 2 hours, especially when you just come out of surgery.
So I was eating 2 to 4 ounces every 2 to 3 hours. And that's the only way. Guys, I have not had one stall. I have consistently lost weight every single week. Consistently. Now, has it been 12, 15 pounds every week? Absolutely not. There's weeks where I lost 15 pounds, and there's weeks where I lost 0.1 pound. But 0.1 pound is still a loss.
Still a decline. Yep.
Yes. So I have gotten into 0 stalls, and I have continuously lost weight. So I had my surgery in March. My highest weight was February, which was a month before, but I started a weight loss program before the actual surgery, so I always count the month before, where I was at my highest February 1st, where I did the 21-day meal plan, and then I went into my 2-week pre-op, and then I went from there and just gun-ho. So from February to now is 9 months, and I lost 135.7 pounds, and I have not had a stall, but I believe it's because I was not only laser focused, but I gave myself the proper knowledge. I made sure I had a shrink. You know, you have to be right mentally with this, because if you're not right mentally with this, it takes a lot of mental effort on your behalf to be able to go through this challenge this journey. Another thing was I needed to make sure that I was prepared every single which way. Mind you, I go to school full time. We have 5 kids. At the time earlier, we didn't have all the 5 kids, but now we do have 5 kids, continuously living with us, period. And I work full time. So going to school full time, working full time, having a relationship, having children that you have to deal with, it's a lot. So you can easily lose yourself and not focus on what's the most important thing. And you have to learn how to put yourself first. And that was very hard for me, but I gave myself the tools I needed.
Right.
So going back to some of these questions, the last question he answers was...
By the way, thank you guys for the questions. We appreciate that. And please, even while we're talking, don't hesitate.
Oh, yeah. If you have a question, put it in there. That's why we're stopping these questions and reading as we go. So what were some concerns going into surgery? So the first question was, what were the concerns when she told you she was going to get the surgery? Now, what were your concerns going into surgery after you already knew the information?
All right. So for the people whose partners are going into surgery, this episode or live session is mainly for y'all. Just want to reiterate. So the concerns that I had with her going into surgery was, what happens if something goes wrong? She went to another country to get it done, right? And the reason why is because healthcare...
No, go ahead. I'm reading them.
All right. The reason why healthcare in America is below par in a lot of ways. And we found that her procedure was going to cost a fraction of the cost at a reputable place, even though there was another place maybe a 30-minute drive away from home.
Not even. It was like 15 minutes away from here.
15 minutes away was going to cost like 4 to 5 times the price.
But the insurance covered it.
Right.
Because we have full coverage insurance. The reason why I chose Pompeii was because in the time where I was already approved and everything for my surgery, his job changed, so the insurance changed. And the insurance was going to make me do another 6 months of the program, which I wasn't going to wait. And my second option, or my next option, if the insurance didn't approve or whatever, was always Pompeii. Because I had already done the research on them just in case. Because I was going to tell myself, if I did this and something happened where I didn't get approved, or maybe something happened, a life event, like jobs changing, that we couldn't say no to that job, we were like, the next option would be to go to Pompeii, and that's what we did.
Right. So, here it was. She was going to another country to get the surgery. So if something were to go down, it was like, I can't just drive 15 minutes away. Now I have to worry about booking a flight and things like that.
And he couldn't come with me. My mom came with me. He couldn't come with me because we have kids. So somebody got to stay with the babies.
And I had just switched out.
Started the new job.
New job. I didn't have access to time off like that. So it was a very, very scary, very scary thing to consider. So that was my main concern. What if something happens during surgery? What if something happens after surgery while she's in recovery? Because it takes a few days to recover. You don't just get the surgery and then you hop on the next flight back home. You have to stay there for a few days. And then the other concern was, okay, what happens if something, what do I do if something happens while she's home recovering? What are the risks? So I guess my concern was just the recovery phase of it. How well is she gonna do? What am I on standby? How do I keep the kid calm? Because at the time it was just one girl who was with us full time, and it was like
the little one, the 5-year-old,
the little one, and she was feeling some.
She's like, "Where's my mom?"
Because she's like, "Oh wait."
And Mom. I was gone. Just so that they can know, I was gone. I left a day before surgery because I wanted to get there earlier. Mm-hmm. So we were there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Came back Monday afternoon.
Right. So it was 4 days. And our daughter's like, "Where's Mom?"
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, "Oh, Mommy went to go hold in her stomach."
And then when she came back, she couldn't jump on me.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to have pressure on
you. She wasn't aware of exactly what was going on, but she knew that Mommy went to the doctor for something. So she's all concerned.
Right.
And then now I gotta be strong and kind of hide my concerns because she's worrying. So but yeah, those are my concerns. Just the recovery. All right, next. So
there's a couple questions here. Wait. I think I seen on YouTube you sell templates for different things to stay organized and on track. How do we order those from you? Hey, Tiffany, good question.
So, great question, Tiffany.
So first,
please, here's your money here.
Oh my God, I hate him.
Here. These kids is expensive. These cats are too.
This vegan food is expensive. All right, so let me explain to you what Tiffany is talking. Tiffany White, thank you very much for your question.
Thank you
so much. Tiffany, what Tiffany's talking about is I do have a YouTube channel and I do have social media like Instagram and all that stuff. By the way, I'm Sue Lady VSG everywhere. SUELADY VSG.
VSG.
So, what has helped me a lot with my journey is logging everything that I eat, logging my weight, logging my measurements, all of that. Because, let's say you're a person who goes into a stall. If you log your measurements, you might still be at the same weight, but you might be losing inches. If you're a person where you want to know, like, why am I not losing as much as I did the last 2 or 3 weeks? Well, if you log all your food on these templates, you can go back to the weeks that you lost the most.
I think they want to know where the link is.
Hold on. It's not a link. Let me explain.
Okay.
You don't know what he's talking about.
I'm just saying, we've got a lot of questions to go through, and we've been here for half hour. I don't want to bore y'all either and go off on a tangent.
His pie hole. All right, so let's say you're...
Click like if you agree with me.
Oh my God. So, we're about to cut this short because I'm getting annoyed right now. So, let's say you go into a stall. If you have templates or if you have somewhere that you've been logging your food for the past 2 or 3 weeks and you notice that this week you didn't lose as much, but the last 2 or 3 weeks you did. You go back to the log and you see, okay, what did I eat? So, these things are in place to help you keep organized. And so, I do have templates. I have 12 different templates. It's $21. If you're paying Zelle or if you're doing it through, and there's DM me and then I could tell you how. You basically, after you pay, you give me your email and I email them to you. It's very simple. So if you're interested in my templates, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can put VSG templates, Sue Lady VSG, and it'll show you what they look like. Or you can go to my DM. You can send me a message and I can send you the link to the video. You can look at it. If you like them, you send me the payment and then I will go ahead and email it to you. And you get it, usually within that day if we're talking back and forth. Next question. Once you're back in the States from surgery, do you have to travel back? No. As I mentioned before, you do not have to travel back to Mexico to see the doctors. I see all my doctors here. They were totally fine with seeing me. If your primary care physician will not see you, you need to change your primary care physician. Because if your primary care physician is not knowledgeable enough to understand that surgery out of the country, especially one like at Pompeii, is safe and okay to do, then they're closed-minded. You don't want a doctor like that. No, your PCP does that. Yes, your PCP does that. You're absolutely right, Shanda.
Oh, thanks for the follow. What's that? Sorry.
Following your
Belinda?
Instagram. Thank you, Belinda.
Thank you, Belinda.
All right, so back to the questions here.
And we've got a lot.
He's getting very impatient.
No,
he's falling asleep.
We literally have 35 questions. We only get through 3.
Next question. How do you feel about her weight loss?
How do I feel about her weight loss? It's I'm feeling excited for her and inspired. Okay. Because I've seen her go from, over 300 pounds down to we're now in the 170s. That's like 2 of my kids put together.
He can carry me.
Yeah, I wasn't able to do that before.
Without breaking his back. But at all. Not even. Like, he couldn't even lift me off the ground.
Right.
Now it's just like...
I mean, it never bothered me none, obviously, but,
See, it's not like we needed to do that, but still, it's something nice. All right. Were you insecure about my weight loss at any point?
Okay.
Let's be honest.
I'm not insecure about, someone changing for the better. For the partners who are with somebody who's about to go through that, who is going through that, you have to understand that I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. There's autonomy, right? If they wind up feeling brand new and they wind up splitting with you because they're, they feeling like, I'm this relationship doesn't suit me anymore because X, Y, and Z. as tough as a pill as that is to swallow and to understand or to wrap around, you know, everyone has their own free choice. So, no, I did not feel insecure with her, you know, with her weight loss.
There's questions here. When was the biggest struggles you've had since the surgery? Honestly speaking, as far as the weight loss goes, I haven't had problems with that. I have had a struggle with salt intake because there has been times where I've gotten dizzy or I basically passed out because when I get up fast, I get dizzy. And after that happened 2 or 3 times, my doctors went over everything. My food logs is what saved me. So I brought my food logs and I have a binder and I brought it to the doctor and she looked at everything and she was like, I wish you would have showed this to me earlier because I know exactly what the problem is. I was like, so what is it? They were like, your sodium levels are way off and you're not eating enough salt. Because when I went to go do blood work, I might have had something salty either the night prior. It was at a good level. However, those things fluctuate over hours. And so she noticed that I was eating so good that I was not eating enough sodium. And because my body is so used to a higher sodium level, as most people have high blood pressure, I wasn't having enough salt. So that was my main struggle. And now I feel that I have it down to like a science. I always have my lunch bag with me. Like, I don't leave the house without my red bag.
Right.
Like, my dad, and I'm not going to make this about sad stuff, but about a week and a half ago, my dad passed away. And even at his funeral arrangements and his funeral period, I had my lunch bag. It was hard for me to eat, but I still ate because I knew that I had to take care of myself because I couldn't take care of anybody or any funeral arrangements if I wasn't okay. So I made sure to eat. I made sure that I put myself first.
So I see here, Kaylee says, my husband's very insecure about it, and I hope I'm reading this correctly again. Sheena. Mine is too. He's a bigger guy too. So just to address that, I don't know anyone's situations. Okay, I don't. But I'm gonna talk from my experience.
As a man.
A
big strapping young lad.
Okay.
He's flashy.
You know, there's various reasons why men can feel insecure, or you know, if your partner can feel insecure. One is if you see your partner progressing and you're not, or you're not doing what you know you should be doing to get where you need to be, you may start to feel that you don't deserve your partner, or you may start to feel like, this person's gonna leave me. Maybe you got with somebody. Sometimes as men, we go with someone who's in our league, and then all of a sudden they start to look out of our leagues, and then it's like, they're gonna up and leave me. I don't have the answers. I struggled with that for like a second or two, maybe a few days. Okay, just to be honest.
We talked about it.
But we did talk about it. We did discuss.
You have to have heart-to-heart, honest conversations.
Right. We did have discussions. But more importantly, as a man, I had to make the decisions too and say, no, I'm not gonna get in my bag that my woman is looking better or she's doing things to improve her health. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to evaluate myself and evaluate what it is exactly.
What's the root of
Do
it?
I feel like I'm losing control of this person, therefore I'm feeling insecure? Is it because I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be, but instead of guiding that energy to fixing that, I'd rather waste time looking at what they're doing?
By the way, just a disclaimer, He's not saying that he ever needed control of me. I want to make sure people...
Right. Yeah, this just disclaimer.
Just things to think about.
But just things to think about. And it's also, a good thing, too. It's like what I said on another video. I'm not a licensed therapist or psychoanalyst or anything like that. So take my advice with a grain of salt. Very small grain. But what you guys can also do is also talk to... like a family therapist or counselor or whatever, because these are changes that are going to affect your relationship on every single level.
Yeah. We haven't done family counseling or couples therapy.
No.
However, we have done individual therapy before.
Yes.
Last year, we did a lot of it.
Yes. And she has
great.
A therapist and I have a personal therapist.
That's something that is very good to have. Because knowing yourself or finding yourself or being honest with yourself, most people aren't.
Right.
So be on a journey to, self and rediscovery and to analyze yourself. All right. Mine's not really, he's an officer. I don't know. It's just partisan, but I have always been the girl, but he thinks I'm going to get skinny and leave him alone. You know what? Reassuring him. Come back so people can see you.
No, I'm just trying to read.
He can't see. He blind.
Can y'all read this a little
stop.
closer?
No, it's gonna come off. Stop.
There we go.
Stop on you. I'll read it.
I need a telescope.
He's so blind and old. All right. So, as far as
trust
your
and security, that's the key. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
As far
Belinda.
as your significant other, I really honestly feel that communication is key. If you don't communicate, and some people need extra reassuring.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the pep talk lady.
Yeah,
I'm the queen of the pep talk, and there's usually never a time where a good pep talk from me won't walk him off the ledge for some things. You know what I mean?
She's talked me off the ledge multiple times.
Be a person who your significant other can talk to without feeling that they can't talk to you. Right. Sometimes you might have to come out of your comfort zone, but in this particular situation, you have to be that person that they can talk to, and vice versa. And I'll be honest with anybody, if you really feel you can't talk to your significant other, or if you feel scared to even delve into that, you need to reassess your relationship.
Yeah.
He said you right on point.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate
this is good truth. Absolutely. Look. One thing that we advocate for, can you do that, babe? One thing that we talk a lot about with each other is honesty. Like, if you're in a relationship where you can't be 100% honest with each other, even when shit hits the fan,
right,
and you can't allow yourself to talk to one another, that's a problem.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So next question. I'm gonna read it. So we answered about, was I insecure about her weight loss? Next question is, do I support her journey? Absolutely. Can you just turn it just a little bit to? There we go.
Wow, this thing's gonna fall off.
No, it's fine. Listen.
All right, next.
We don't have $1 million studio set.
We losing people. People falling asleep.
But yes, I absolutely support her journey. How has my diet changed since I've had to change my eating habits? So, Hey, Sandy. All right. So my diet personally has changed because I've become part-time vegan. She has to be plant-based.
Part-time.
Most.
You're not vegan if you part-time.
Honey, I like to finish. Thank you. So basically, part-time vegan is I replace maybe 5 to 10 meals a week.
He plays around with veganism.
So as I was saying, I replace 5 to 10 meals a week. Now, if they're 3 meals times 7 days, you're looking at 21 meals. So 5 to 10 meals.
I think 5 to 10 is a lot. I think more like 5 or 6.
So as I was saying,
I'm the one who prepares them. And
I understand this is your live, and I'm here to give you the spotlight. But
all right, baby. All right.
So yes, 5 to 10 meals a week are replaced with plant-based alternatives, which surprisingly are actually very good. And what plant-based means is like she'll make me something like with coconut milk in it versus regular milk. So what that means also too is I cut back on dairy. I cut back on dairy and breads.
His daddy belly has gone down dramatically. It went from cute little Santa Claus to like, oh hi, how you doing?
Like I can wear a t-shirt again and not feel self-conscious.
And you can see all the way down, like the belly, because he's not a big guy. He's 6'3", right?
6'3", 220.
He's 6'3", 220, which is pretty normal build for a guy his height. However, the daddy belly was the only thing that was
in fact, that was like a signature. What did you say?
Hey y'all, I went vegan 2 years ago. The best thing,
yes, for real.
There's a lot of, and I'll talk later about veganism, but it's the best choice I ever made.
So when I cut down the dairy and I cut down the carbs like bread, rice, things like that, it had me less swollen and just in general,
more energy,
more energetic. You think clearer. Right, you start behaving and acting in a way that's more conducive to your health, and then because you start seeing the results pretty quickly. Because I would say, like I only turned part-time vegan in the last month, and I already seen results.
Yeah, because I've been vegan about a month and a half now.
Yeah,
legit,
she's
legit.
Hardcore vegan.
I don't play no games.
I'm part-time. What's that?
I hear you.
Yeah,
I read it already.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it's that's how my diet. I still like my eggs, my milk, my ice cream, but just
chicken
and my chicken. You know, I like my meat, but way smaller portions, way less frequently. And trust me, you just don't miss the rest of it. Okay, how are kids reacting to the change? Great question. So our daughter kind of is just going along for a ride.
Well, you know what? For people who don't know, we have a blended family. I have a son from my first marriage. My son is 14. He has 3 daughters from his first marriage between the ages of 6 and 9, and then we have a daughter together, which is 5. So you guys can know roughly. Now, all 4 girls, our family, we all live together. Let's leave October 5th. I need to see if I can get a revision or try to reset. I'm disappointing myself for let me try to open this.
Hold on, technical difficulty.
For now, more structure in my eating and lack of exercise. But Linda, all you have to do is get back on the wagon and get back focused. That's it. Yeah. That's it. You'll get back on it. You know, there's always times in life, and you know, I am serious when I say this. Nobody has the same journey. Nobody's gonna lose the same, and everyone's gonna go through different trials and tribulations in their life. And for whatever reason, where you felt that you fell off, all you gotta do is get back on. And all you gotta do is continue and do it. If you feel disappointed in yourself for whatever reason, change your mind thinking. Say, you know what? At least, and you could turn it around this way, at least I'm recognizing that I fell off. I'm understanding and taking responsibility for the fact that I fell off. And now let me get back on and kick this fat ass. And let me get back on and get back focused. What do I need to do? Reassess yourself.
Yeah.
And you should inspire yourself to understand that if you are able to realize that maybe you fell off, now it's time to change that. And you can only be the one to make the change.
Also too,
and don't put yourself down over that, because we are only human and nobody's perfect.
And real quick, I'm sorry, it's named Belinda, right? Sorry, I my vision is poor after 10 o'clock.
Even with glasses.
Belinda, real quick, like another way to frame it is you just weren't ready at that time. You know, I learned from personal experience just in things in my own life.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, babe. One thing you have to recognize, you are only not even 1 month out yet. I want you to understand one thing real quick. I'm sorry. You're a couple years out. I thought this was 2019. So it's proven that a lot of studies, if you look through case studies for VSG, it's proven that after 2 or 3 years, your stomach can actually expand, right? So as I said before, if you do a restart, go back on your clear liquids, go back on the same pre-op diet, post-op diet, up until, you know, when you get to that point where you're back to solids. Do that, and I'm sure your body will reset itself without having to do a revision. If you get into that lifestyle and thinking again, it'll reboot you. So try to do that before any revisions, because you still have restrictions. It's just that right now your stomach is a little more expanded. And as per the study, I can't tell you based on experience because I'm not that far out. However, based on the studies that I read, and I did 2 years of research, like serious hardcore research. I became a biology major just to freaking part of my research. So, you want to look into doing a reset before a revision, because a lot of people think they need a revision but don't really need a revision.
Real quick, let's get a hashtag. You can do it, Belinda. Hashtag you can do it, Belinda.
Yeah.
Everyone show her some support. Secondly, she nor I are actual medical doctors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't take this as Bible.
Consult your PCP.
Yes.
About getting on a plan.
We ain't trying to get sued.
Right. Consult your PCP about what's the right way. Mm-hmm. But third thing, just understand that it's okay. You bounce back. You get back. Mm-hmm. You cannot change the past. You cannot do it.
And you can do it, Belinda.
There you go. You can't do nothing about that. You can just make a decision right now and say, you know what? Screw that. I'm turning right back around.
Yes.
And what do I need to do to get back?
And one thing with weight, everyone who is either watching this or thinking of surgery have gotten surgery, or it's been 5-10 years since you got surgery. Food is an addiction with food. An issue with food is an addiction like any other thing.
Word.
For example, a drug addiction is no different than a food addiction.
Video
gaming is an addiction.
Yeah.
Any type of addiction requires one thing to be successful and to get out of that.
Yep.
And that is to realize you have an issue.
Yes.
And if you're realizing you have that issue and you're knowing what the issue is and you're reassessing yourself and being honest with yourself, then only you can make that change and turn it around.
You.
Yeah.
Belinda.
Yes, Belinda.
All right. So, real quick, the question was like, how are the kids reacting to the changes? Real quick, because we got a lot of questions to go through.
And we got work tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to work tomorrow. The kids are reacting well. Let's put it that way. They've known her when she was big. They've known her when she was, skinny. It's motivating them to see her making healthy choices, to see me eating healthy. And they're like, okay, let's go follow suit. So when she goes running, they want to go running. When they see I'm eating some, gluten-free vegan pizza, they want to have a taste of it. I hear them, when they're playing or about to have snack time, we need to eat something healthy.
We want more water.
We want water. Can we have a piece of fruit? That's how they reacted to the changes.
And I make it fun for the kids. Mm-hmm. I recently went to Trader Joe's and they had these cotton candy grapes. And obviously they were hit because they were gone when I came home today. Mm-hmm. Yesterday. However, make it fun for kids. Like, for example, I give my daughter strawberries, but I put whipped cream on it.
Yeah.
I make it fun for them, and it makes them want to have it more. Like my daughter, my 5-year-old, her favorite snack, hands down, in the world, is strawberries, whipped cream with a little bit of chocolate syrup.
Loves it.
And although there's syrup in there, we don't put a lot, and it's primarily actual strawberries, which is a fruit. And recently, I gave her coconut whipped cream that's dairy free, and I also tried almond whipped cream, and she ate them just like anything else.
Just fun.
So definitely introducing these things to your kids and just making it a part of their lifestyle little by little, not having to force them to do it, but introducing it to them. And, our kids follow our footsteps.
Yes.
They will do what you do.
Exactly.
And they'll follow suit.
They will. The next question is our family more healthy? Generally, yes. Absolutely. I'm part-time vegan now. She's full-time vegan. Our kids are eating much better. We're all, being more conscious of being more physically active, being conscious of what we put in our body, both food and mental. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here?
Let me just scroll. Let me scroll.
Got a lot going on. Sorry.
All right. Let's see. You can do it, Belinda. Yes, you can.
You do it.
You will do it, Lo. You're great. I'm late. My kids got home at 10:30. Oh, it's okay, Katie. How is the meal? And later on, you can scroll back when the live is done, and you can
rewatch it. And then plus, it's going to be on YouTube in like a couple of days anyway.
How is the meal plan going? Meal plans are going just fine. Thank you, daughter. My son said that it'd be weird when I'm talking about being dinner. He wasn't being negative, just that it would be different. Yeah, and you know what?
Listen, every kids are gonna be honest, man.
Every kid
like,
is
what?
Like every kid is gonna be weird about it until the lifestyle comes, the change comes, and they get used to it. Because at the end of the day, you'll always have.
What's up, Tracy?
You'll always be mom at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter. Try agave instead of chocolate syrup. We do sugar-free chocolate syrup, and again, you know, I don't have to limit my kids like that. The way I have my limitations as far as what my diet goes. I'm not too worried about them not being healthy because they're not overweight or anything like that. However, little by little, introducing different substitutions is what I'm doing little by little.
But we'll eventually try agave. Why not?
Not for Ava.
They love chocolate though.
Yeah, because our kids, there's a lot of allergies in our house, so we have to be very careful with a lot of things.
That's true.
However, we do try a lot of substitutions, and we try different things to see how it works.
Well, all right, next question. We got a ton of questions, guys, so stick around. What healthy things have changed since surgery? Real quick, so a couple of minutes ago I mentioned that we eat healthier, we are more active, and we also we have conversations about, and we try to practice as best as we can, you know, healthy thinking, healthy thoughts, healthy words. You know, that's like a trifecta. What you put in your body, your thoughts, your words, and your food. So those are conversations we have as a family almost daily. And these are things that we look to always improve daily. So that's how we've gotten our family more healthy, or what healthy things have changed. What is one piece of advice I would give to family members or a spouse of someone who is about to have weight loss surgery? Wow, there is a lot of advice. But I think the major piece of advice I would give someone whose partner is going, or family member is going through surgery, is to be there, be present, be positive, and walk with them. There are going to be ups and downs, okay? And don't worry. You get to the good part.
When we're done, you can always scroll back.
You can always scroll back, and this is going to be on YouTube.
I'm going to put it on my YouTube video.
And you're actually getting to the good part.
We're gonna get to plastic surgery soon.
Yeah, we were just talking about fruits and veganism and stuff like that. You didn't miss a lot. So the one piece of advice is to be present. And I'm gonna talk to the guys whose ladies are going through this. You have to be present. You have to be reassuring, because Sue here sometimes, and she was telling me about this, and I'm gonna keep it $1.58 with everybody on the feed, goes to what's called body dysmorphia, which is someone, you know, you look in the mirror, you physically have changed, but you don't see the change. I've never experienced that. I don't know what that is to go through that, but when she shared with me, like, I still feel 300 pounds, and she was already 250, 240, you know,
even
210.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Even 2 weeks ago. You know, and then I'm like, nah, baby, nah, you good. Like, yes, I see it. When she deals with having hanging skin in some areas. This right here,
hold on, I'm gonna show y'all, because you know I like to show everything.
There we go.
And one thing I want everybody to understand, I'm not ashamed of it. But
neither am I.
I'm not ashamed of it because I'm not afraid to show it, because we're all about honesty, and I give two shits if somebody doesn't like it. However, when you've worked so hard for something and you don't see it come to fruition in your eyes, and it doesn't look like what you want it to look like, it can fuck with you mentally.
Oh, it's not sexual language.
Please. So this is what
we'll bleep that out for the kids. All right, but yeah, this
which him and the kids play with all the time.
We play with it, you know what I mean? Because we love her, right? She's family, and I'm not bothered by this at all, one bit. Okay, Yeah, okay, whatever. I was there when it was full out, and it was like looking like a round drumstick, and I was there when it's
like
hanging,
turkey leg.
and I'm there when it's hanging like a kitchen drape. Like, it's no big deal. But, you know...
And I will be getting it removed next year.
Right. But even if she weren't to get it removed, you know, that doesn't faze me. I'm still there for her. And there are times in which she's like, oh man, I hate how this hangs. I hate how this piece moves.
I'm human,
I hate
people.
how,
human.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what happens in a relationship. And I'm like, listen, babe, it's all good. Here, come here, let me play with it real quick. You know what I mean? It's kind of fascinating. You know what I mean? And, you know...
It's more fascinating for him than anything.
It's fascinating, but you know what?
Like what is it?
Like,
it's like Play-Doh.
Right, but at the end of the day, that's still
stressful.
My woman. I still chose to be with her. I still choose to be with her daily. And, you know, you just got to be there. Now, I'm also going to say something, and my lawyer states that I can say this. You know, sometimes, remember I said it's ups and downs in a relationship, and you got to stick with it. Sometimes they go through an upswing in which they feeling themselves really, really a lot. You know what I mean? And you gotta be prepared for and okay with when they start acting brand new, and you gotta be okay with saying, yo, hey, babe, I get it.
You being conceited as
fuck. You looking great.
You looking good. Let me clap these cheeks, but you being fucking extra.
But before I clap the cheeks, I need you to understand that, you know, you're not going to talk to me a certain way. You know what I mean?
Take those finger snaps out of my face.
You know what I mean? Like
shit.
You know, like... Because, you know, again, there's ups and downs. There's peaks and valleys. There's going to be a time in which they feel super self-conscious, and there's going to be times in which they feel super self-confident. Mm-hmm. You want to build them up and say, yo, yeah, you fly as fuck. But then sometimes they be giving you a little attitude. It's like, hold on.
Muchachita, relájate.
Hold on.
Compose yourself.
You know, and do it in a respectful way. Don't ever go into that, hold on, listen, I remember when you was looking like a butterball turkey. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Cause then you'll be,
and he has not done that.
You'll be sleeping on the couch.
I don't fucking play that shit.
You'll be sleeping on the couch for like a year.
Don't be giving me no backhanded shit.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You won't get no ass for like a month. Don't play yourself.
And we both Scorpios. We don't play that shit. But you know, there have been times in which I've come to her in private and say, yo, you know, I know you're going through some changes, and I know, you know, whatever, but...
And again, it's a mental struggle.
Right.
And
it's
he
like,
understands that.
And I understand it, you know.
But I don't take advantage and use it as a crutch either.
Right. And it's like, hey, listen, you know, can we change how we, you know, talk with each other? Or what you said kind of, you know, was kind of backhanded, and that made me feel a kind of way. You know what I mean? Remember,
you gotta talk to each other about it.
Remember, we're humans. You know, just because we're alive and we've been through this doesn't mean that, you know, we've got all this shit figured out. We don't. I'm just sharing from my experience. So, guys, for those of y'all who are about to go through this or going through this, keep the faith. Stay with your woman. When she's feeling not self-confident, build her up. When she's feeling super cocky, just, you know, approach the topic, you know, with like kid gloves.
You okay?
You okay? Remember, I'm not a therapist. Take my advice with a grain of salt. If you do wind up sleeping on the couch, you know, hey, know what I'm saying? But that's where we are with that. We
don't do sleeping on the couches here.
But because the cats take up all the couch.
While you're looking at that, let me just see what people have been saying.
Okay.
I got a couple of things here. Well, you have plastic. We're going to talk about plastic surgery later.
Yeah.
Shanda, I'm not ignoring you, but we're going to talk about plastic surgery in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful, supportive, and intelligent husband. I'm jealous of your relationship.
Don't be jealous. Trust me. It's work.
It's hard work.
We're laughing
and shit here, but sometimes we go at it like cats and dogs.
Well, I
and I don't just mean it in a bed.
I would say like, listen.
And I don't mean like abusive shit. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't curse at each other.
We don't do that. But it's not that ghetto shit. It's not wine and roses every day.
It's not.
Really not.
And it is more this dynamic than anything.
Yeah.
Like what you see is what you get. We ain't trying to put on no shit.
But there been times she slammed the bedroom door. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? There been times I turned off the TV.
And he's like, "Who you slamming the door? You slamming the door in my house? What?" And I'm like, "I sure did. Bye." And I locked the door. And what? You gonna have to wait. Then he gotta go get the butter knife and open the door. It is what it is.
I use a fingernail. I don't care. No, but remember, guys. Remember, it's a daily choice to make it work.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not like this because we fell in love. There's no Hollywood music playing in the background.
This wasn't Pretty Woman.
This ain't no happy. No. This ain't no happy ever after nonsense. This is a daily choice.
Mm-hmm. This ain't serendipity.
To pick the person you're with. To be loyal to the person you're with.
And work hard every day to stay with the person you're with.
And walk with the person you're with, period. It's a daily choice.
Yeah, let's see what else.
So yeah, moving on.
Oh, we go through the same things.
You feel me? You feel me?
Love that he is supportive. I hope my future man will understand.
Well, he will.
Trust me.
Yes, he will. Look, the right one will, honey.
Yes.
And if he
you don't have to hope. Just find the right one.
The right one will come to you.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
Because like attracts like. Okay, there we go.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Continue.
All right, so hold on, we're gonna lock it. All right. What is one thing you wished you would have known in the beginning of this journey that you had no idea of? Great question. So, what I wished I would have known.
Is that my boobs all out and shit?
I don't have a problem with that.
Continue.
Okay. What I wished I would have known. There's a lot. I think I wished I would have done a little bit more research in the beginning. Personally, I kind of relied on her to filter and synthesize.
Which I did a lot of research and I educated him.
Right, she did.
But it's not the same.
She did an excellent job, but it would have been better if I would have, done it. I think I should have learned a little bit more about the post-op, like the dieting and everything, and been a little more proactive getting those things lined up. That's actually, you said one thing and I gave like 2 or 3. So
yeah,
that's all.
Because the food it's not easy. It's not an easy feat to be able to feed your family and then have a special restricted diet on top of that. It's a lot that goes into it. And if you don't put the time and the effort, you're not going to be successful. Because there's no such thing as what is my healthy option at McDonald's or what is my healthy option. When
right.
Was the last time I haven't had fast food since surgery.
If it's can I have a Wendy's Frosty? No. All that's out the window. Even when you take
there's no healthy options in any fast food you go.
And even listen, guys, when you're about to take your lady out, you got to also think about like, okay, where I'm going to take her.
Are they going to have healthy options?
Are they going to have healthy vegan options? Like, I can't take her to a steak spot anymore. I can't take her to an eclair factory anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Hershey Park.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't even go to Hershey Park. But anyway, anyway, but that's a whole other video. So yeah,
Be mindful and have your partner in mind when deciding to do certain things because it's a very big lifestyle change.
It really is. All right, so next question. How are you dealing with the rapid changes that she's going? How am I dealing with the rapid change she's going through? One word, celebration.
It's a celebration.
The changes are, a year goes by very quickly. We're
9 months already.
We're 9 months away from the surgery. She went down about, 100. You're at 170.
135.7 pounds.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, close to 140 pounds.
That's a whole person.
So it's celebration. Rapid changes. You dropped another 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 0.1 pounds. Let's get it. Let's go.
And here's the deal. Tony has always known me to try every diet under the sun.
Yes.
And he'll see me lose maybe 40, 50 pounds, but then I gain it all back.
Word.
He's never seen me lose this amount of dramatic weight and be consistent.
Right.
And be serious. Like, I don't cheat.
Yeah.
I don't play games. I always stay in my caloric, goal. And obviously I haven't had stalls and it's been very successful, so it's for real. But he has seen me, I'm not going to say sacrifice, I'm going to say have a completely different relationship with food, period, and look at food differently.
That's right.
And he's seen that secondhand. So he knows that I'm not playing games. He knows that I'm for real.
Yeah, we did a juicing.
He knows that diet. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah, we did. There was one year we did a juicing diet, which we were just drinking raw, unprocessed juice. There was
Weight Watchers,
there was
Jenny
Weight
Craig.
Watchers, Jenny Craig, keto,
all that shit.
All this stuff. I've seen her bust her backside on this, and I saw that didn't work.
This is the only thing
for an extended period of time. It worked for a few weeks, maybe a month or so, and then boom.
I think the most it was Weight Watchers for like 3 months.
Right. And another thing too was that I was kind of biased towards the surgery because I was like, man, you're just taking the easy way out. You're just taking a shortcut.
Oh, he knows it's not easy no more.
The reality is it is not a shortcut. If your partner or your family member, whatever, says, I'm going to go for this is not a shortcut. This is actually an entire alternative, because coupled with the surgery, you still have to eat right. You still have to exercise.
Because you won't have results.
You still have to change your mindset. You still have to change your actions.
This is not a quick fix. People.
This is not a fix. This is not like going to DR and getting a boob and ass job. Like, this is, you got to change everything.
And it could be life or death if you do not do it right.
Yeah, if you screw up, consistently in a big way, this could really, really hurt a lot of people. Over
90% of death relating to VSG is complications because people did not follow the doctor's instructions.
Right.
And that's a study. You can Google it.
And the information is out there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
This is not hidden. This is not like, I got to figure this out. No, you've got professionals who've got printed materials that you can use. All right, the biggest change. What is the biggest change you've seen me? What's the biggest change I've seen in her that is not weight loss related?
Like that, doesn't have to do with like physical looking at me, like the change.
Okay.
In the body.
I believe her confidence has gone way the heck up. And
even though I really haven't had a lot of problems with just confidence overall, but it's gotten more positive, I feel.
Yeah, it's been more positive. You've been... another change is we've been way more intimate.
The night, Belinda, you can always look at it another day. You can rewind it when
Absolutely. Get your sleep, okay?
And
Remember, you can do it.
I'm 5'4".
Who's 5? How tall?
Yeah.
How tall are you? No, you're like,
I'm 5'4".
Yeah, she need a stepladder for everything.
Only because he puts it on the top shelf, fucker. All right, keep going.
Okay.
We lost Belinda because it's too late for her.
Sorry, Belinda. But yeah, you'll see this on YouTube. What's the biggest change you've seen me now? Okay, how do you feel about seeing me so much smaller now after seeing me larger for so long? How do I feel about seeing her small?
He's never seen me this small, ever.
I've never seen her, this small. Mm-hmm. But it's not like, oh my God. Like, I knew this is the same, number one, the same person. And I've seen it
I'm
change.
just kind of upgraded a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, 5 feet. Oh,
Stop it.
Midget. I mean,
some people self-conscious about that. We just talking about all this positivity and shit. You being so negative about that? Say sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all not midget, vertically. Anyway, listen. Anybody below 6 feet is like, yeah. Anyway, so but it's not a real shock to me to see her this smaller. It's a surprise to me to see that she's been consistent with it for this long. But I'm not shocked. I knew this was under all the layers of fat. Just for lack of a better word. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about? Because
the shape of your eye doesn't change.
Right, the shape of your eyes, shape of your nose, your tone of voice.
Yeah, your voice doesn't. Your smell, like I still.
Nah, you actually smell better, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Like what? Since vegan or just altogether? Because I know that going vegan, that's one thing that changes is just your smell, your regular scent.
Yeah, well, both. Your regular scent has improved. And just your smell.
And not that I've ever been fucking funky. Let's get one fucking thing straight.
I ain't trying to sleep on the couch.
No, you could be real. I want you to fucking be real, but I don't want people to be like, that bitch was funky.
All right, no, but look, let's be oh, we have to laugh at emojis. Like, let's keep it $1.50. You know, when you have
men don't think about shit when they say
when you have all those extra fat folds. And it's July, and the AC breaks, you know.
You're hot and sweaty.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of powder to be put.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep it $1.50. When you're healthier and your body is able to remove the waste that it creates naturally.
Your sweat even is different. You don't even sweat as much.
Right. Well, I mean, that depends, but your smell, your odor, your BO, the stuff that makes you is not as strong because your body is able, number one, it's creating less waste, and number two, is able to flush it out.
I hardly use the bathroom now. Well, I use it, but I probably use it once a day instead of,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
When was the last time you had to tell me, babe, come on, get out of
We
there?
have 3 bathrooms, so there's never congestion
but
problem.
Still.
Anyway, so
damn, he sounds bougie as fuck. We got 3 bathrooms. Like nobody needs to know that. Sorry, guys.
Anyway. All right. So how do I feel about her getting skin removal surgery? I support it. I'm okay with the skin being there. I'm okay with the skin not being there. It is what it is.
He's excited about the titty job, the boob job.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Because these are some pancakes right now. They look like they all voluptuous, but they pancakes.
No,
right
they pack a punch. Don't.
They deflate when I take the bra off.
Remember, guys.
When I'm laying down, they be like.
No, remember, body dysmorphia. Sometimes your partner is gonna think their body looks way different than it really does. Or like, oh, this is disgusting. This is hanging. It's like, yeah, so what? It's part of you. You know what I mean? Big deal. Anyway.
Good choice of words.
No, yeah. I mean it's the truth. It's the truth. Anyway, has she set goals and has she achieved them? Yes, she's consistently setting goals. She has achieved them, and there are more goals to be achieved. You know, she's not at the goal weight that she wants to be. I didn't tell her what goal weight to set.
The questions we'll get to sex in a minute, so we're gonna get there.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Good choice of personal question to my with the sex would get better with my husband. It was a big concern because the skin part.
Don't worry about offending us. We're gonna get to sex. There's
I apologize if I offended. Listen, we all adults here. It is,
and we're gonna, and it's after dark. That's why we did it at this time.
Dark.
It's after dark. We say that again.
After dark.
Ooh. Too lady VSG. He's like, I can't wait to get off this motherfucker. What you said you was gonna give me while I did this live afterwards.
You made promises. Anyway,
don't make checks that your ass can't cash.
Dead ass. But anyway, but yes,
we're gonna get to sex in a minute.
We're gonna get there. But she's smashed the goals. She's constantly setting new goals, and that's why I said that's why I said at the beginning. You know, she's an inspiration because in life, in order to grow, in order to move forward, you always have to keep moving your goalposts. Once you cross it, you got to move it, and she's consistently done that. And
I'm just gonna add something about setting goals. Do not set an unrealistic expectation. Do not set an unrealistic goal, because you will set yourself up for failure. Set goals. What has helped me is that I set goals that are attainable and shorter termed. Yes, I have a couple overall goals, like my goal in weight. However, I made sure to, although I set those big goals, to make sure I have a lot of little attainable ones so that it gives you a boost while you're getting to the big goal.
That's right.
Hi,
Jessica
hey,
Wilder.
Kenny.
Jessica
someone
Wilder.
getting lucky. He always good luck again.
I've been lucky since the first day I met her. Anyway. All right. So, what are some of her goals and how have they changed? Oh, okay. So some of her goals was there was a goal weight that she wanted to be. I think it was like 165 or whatever. That hasn't changed.
I wanted to lose. He might not know. I don't know. I wanted to lose 100 pounds by my birthday from surgery. Yes. I already lost 137, so I met that goal.
And that goal has...
My birthday's November 18, and I always said I would really love to lose 100 pounds before my birthday.
And she did.
And
she did.
I said either get to Wonderland or lose 100 pounds, and I'm already in Wonderland, and I've lost 137 pounds, and my birthday's not even here yet. So...
And another goal that's changed for her is she wanted to run around the pond at our local lake. And now she did a 5K, and now she's planning to do next year the New York marathon.
So right now I have the Saturday before Thanksgiving. I have a 5K planned. I also have a 5K run the morning of Thanksgiving, and no excuses, people. In April, I have a half marathon I'm already registered for. And then next year, I would really, 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 that's my major goal, is to do the New York Marathon next year.
Yep. All right. How has her success inspired me, if at all? So it's inspired me. I think one of the major things...
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. My birthday is December 6th. Oh, happy birthday. Early. So one of the things... she's inspired me because I see her consistently putting in the effort. And like what she said a few minutes ago, no excuses. And what was good is because, number one, that helped me to become part vegan. That also helped me to deal with my own video game addiction. I see her dealing with the food addiction, being drastic, being radical, taking responsibility.
I don't think you had a video game addiction, baby.
Okay, honey, this is my question.
Hold on, because I don't, first of all...
I didn't think she had a food addiction either.
Look, I love this group, but there's a couple little fucking trolls in here. Y'all know who y'all are. And before y'all want to get into my DMs, I'm going to say something.
Oh, shit.
I don't consider it an addiction because if I tell you, babe, I need this, you get right off.
Right.
If the kid comes around like, Daddy, I need this, you don't push her off or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I know people who are like, get away from me, and he's not like that. However, I have noticed that you've not been on as much as you have been.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with it because it wasn't taking up my time.
Right. But
for him, I guess it...
Right. It's kind of like... wait.
No, this question's for me. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So... seeing her deal with her food addiction, right? And then taking radical responsibility and, executing. It took several months for me to come to grips with what I felt was, it became more of a time waste and some people say, oh, video gaming keeps your mind sharp. It does when it's done in moderation. But when you start, planning your whole life around it, or when you start doing it in lieu of doing other things like working on my business or learning a new skill or something like that, then it was like, okay, I need to change.
And that goes with anything.
That's a
good rule of thumb to think of it.
But, that gives a high versus the drudgery of, putting taxes together for the quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But getting a kill cam is like, yes. You know what I mean? But seeing her handle her issues with a transparency was like, okay, I need to start taking a look at what I'm doing that is not healthy for me. Remember, we talked about earlier was that now we talk about healthy food, healthy thoughts, healthy words, healthy actions. Those 4 areas. So yeah, that's what inspired me.
Let me just read some of these questions for you.
Okay, sure.
All right, so just to go to some of these questions, my goal is to be at Wonderland. You can totally do it. Are you done having kids? Yes. I have my tube ties. I had my tube ligation, which is having your tubes tied with my 5-year-old daughter. I have 2 biological and 3 step kids. Between us, we have 5 kids. That is enough.
And 2 cats.
And 2 cats. You can't leave the cats out of this. So we are done having children. Katie, how are your joints? Do you have issues before surgery? Did they markedly get better? All right. So that's the reason why I became vegan, was because I was having a lot of issues. In the last 3 months, I started running, and I would have a lot of inflammation. I would have a lot of joint pain. I would have a lot of issues recovering, and it would take me a long time. And I would be like, damn, my legs hurt really bad.
Yeah.
After doing research, talking to my nutritionist, talking to my doctors, my PCP, they started telling me, well, you could take medication, like the inflammatories, things like that, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be taking medications for that. I wanted to find another way without chemically taking the inflammation away, or the pain on my joints and stuff like that. So I researched for about 3 weeks or so, talked to a couple people, and I noticed that my boss actually sent me a documentary called The Game Changer by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I never say that right. And this was basically about people who were on a plant-based diet, aka vegan diet. And a lot of athletes did it so that their recovery time was cut in half, or did not have any time for recovery. And that's the main reason why I did it. However, as soon as I went vegan, within 3 days, no pains in my joints. I thought clearer, my mental thinking clearer.
Yes.
I lost weight faster. I was not bloated. I had no inflammation. It was a game changer. And you can see it for free on Netflix. It's a documentary called The Game Changer. When I tell you, it was not as hard as most people think it would be, because we're already on a restricted diet and we already have been making changes. But when I tell you, it has made all the, I feel like I can run more athletically, longer time. I have a lot of energy. I don't feel as tired. And it's just been amazing. And also my relationship with food has gotten better because I'm cooking so much more. All right. So even though I was cooking before, let's see. My goal is to take my family waterfall chasing. There are tons here in Arkansas. Oh, nice. That's a great goal.
That's a great goal.
That's a great goal to have.
Great goal.
How's life been since going vegan? It's been wonderful. It's been about a month and a half, and when I tell you, I'm reaching my goals a little faster, and I'm feeling so much better, especially with my goals now of running and being more athletic and having more energy. Have you lost any weight since she had surgery? Do you try to eat healthier too? Absolutely. When this live is done, I'm going to post it on my YouTube, but you can always rewind it back for what he said. He's probably lost a good 10-15 pounds.
I would say a good 10 pounds. I don't know about 15.
And it's only been in a month.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had VSG. It was just eating healthier. Yeah. In the last month of me going vegan. Because he's a part-time vegan. That's
right. I replace a couple some meals. Of my meals. Not all of them.
And people who do that, you don't have to be a full-time vegan.
You can still reap the benefits.
Yeah, you can totally reap the benefits by just starting off with a couple meals. And you'll notice how good you feel. And then you'll start kind of thinking of doing a couple more meals maybe in a month or two.
Right.
That's how it happens. It's a slow progression. But me, I go gun-ho and I just was like, I'm going to do it all straight full. Like, I don't play no games. I do cold turkey.
Right. How do you do this when you have children and the other half aren't supportive of you spending time in the gym?
So here's what you can do. I haven't had that issue because, as you can tell, he's very supportive. However, if your significant other is not supportive because you have to go to the gym and you can't take the kids, find a gym that has daycare.
Yes.
Or, like, my gym has great daycare. And if you can't find a gym with daycare, do a workout at home. There's plenty of workouts that you can do from home and still can be effective.
That's right.
Go for walks with your kids. That's a great workout.
They love that.
They love that, and it'll get them tired.
Take them
to the park. Run with your kids.
Run with them. They'll love that.
Play football, baseball. Do those things with your kids, and that'll be a good exercise with you. And you can also do yoga. You could do all different types of things in your house if you can't find a gym. But I would really push you to find a gym that has childcare, options. And if that doesn't work, there's no excuses. Do it at home.
And just real quick, the more you involve your family in doing group activities,
the more it'll be easier.
The more they'll be supportive, and the more
because they'll be involved.
Exactly. Because when you just say, "Hey, look, I'm just working on me right now," then it can feel like, or
you're leaving the house for 2 hours,
right?
And the kids are home bothering them,
right? And,
and you might be like, "Damn, like she's leaving me out of it," or it might be something different.
Or your partner comes home from work, they're tired, now they got to take care of the kids because you have to go to the gym, and they're not seeing, my wife or husband is doing this to get better. They're just like, I'm tired, I got to deal with these annoying kids, I've got no support. You know what I mean?
If you start working out at home and they see you, they might be like, shit, I gotta get on the ball too. And they might start being more supportive because they see you doing it.
And listen,
try those things.
Listen, kids, especially with kids, they're kids are naturally energetic.
And they're gonna naturally want to do what you're doing.
They're naturally gonna want to do things that burn off energy. They're gonna naturally want to do things with you.
Yeah.
So, name of the game, get them involved. What's the next one?
The food addiction is beyond real. Didn't realize how much I truly thought about food until after I had VSG in May at Pompeii. Absolutely. Food addiction is no different, and I mentioned this before, as a crack addiction, an alcohol addiction. They're all the same thing. Yeah. It's just a different substance.
Gotta go, Jim. Wish I can listen to the whole thing.
You can always come back later when it's posted.
Always come back later. You can always watch it YouTube, rewind it, whatever.
Vegan is a bad word in my house, haha, but I might have to start cussing. That's a good way of saying it. Well, you know what? Here's the deal. You don't have to tell your family what they're eating.
Yeah, for real.
Like this one here. If I don't tell him, he looked at me like, if I don't tell him what his food is made out of, and it tastes and smells good and it looks good, he'll eat it.
I'll eat it. Mm-hmm.
And if he's like, oh shit, I like this, he's not gonna care what it is as long as it's filling and he likes it.
And she slipped some weird stuff in there, like what? Some cashew sauce. You know what I mean? She's also aware of my allergies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him something to kill him. Is this
right? Obviously. Plus, I don't.
Like the other day. It was an acquired taste, but I made homemade pizza. I posted it on my Instagram if you guys want to see it.
Delicious.
And it was made from gluten-free whole wheat crust.
Mm-hmm.
On his side, I put regular cheese, but I put fresh basil in there, some fresh tomato sauce.
Yep.
Everything was fresh. His side had regular cheese, mine had soy cheese, but I did slip in some soy cheese and he didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved it.
Yes.
He was like, this is great, even though it was whole wheat, gluten-free, vegan.
It's very tasty.
It's very, very good. You can make things taste really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
I'm going to answer this question last because I know that's the one that everyone wants to hear about, which is about sex. So we'll put
SDX.
that. We'll put that at the last one. All right. What are any? How has your weight loss affected your relationship? How has weight loss affected your relationship? I think it's made it better. This is something that we've approached as a team. This is something we're walking through, and it's made it better. Made it better, definitely. What are any negative aspects of weight loss? The negative aspects are, it's like what I talked about earlier, body dysmorphia, when your partner doesn't see the progress they're making, but you do, but they don't. That can be something negative. I guess anything can be turned into negative. Like, for instance, for folks who are considering going vegan, but everybody in the house is, strictly meat. They like their meat and milk. That could potentially be a negative because now folks are seeing greens and plant-based stuff, and
they see nothing but vegetables and stuff you gotta cook in the fridge, like
gluten-free this and
didn't you just spend $300 on groceries? Where the fuck all the food at? Excuse my French, but it's late. Whatever. Sometimes, like not too long ago, I went food shopping, and our food shopping is always like $300-$400 a pop once a week.
Yeah,
that's normal.
Yeah.
However, eating healthy costs way more expensive.
Yeah,
you can go to
it's a scam.
You can go to Wendy's and get a 4 for $4 a whole meal.
Right.
But for $4, you can get 1 pineapple and maybe 2 avocados.
Right.
And it's sad. However, it's the truth. So you have to invest in your health. You have to invest in better quality produce, and you have to invest in yourself.
So your food intake goes down, but
it's the same thing.
The costs go up, so it kind of like evens out or even goes up. That could be also another negative thing. Next question: how has her parenting changed, if any?
Healthy.
You know, it's again. Healthy,
a grape for you. A grape for you. Here's a bushel of strawberries. Here's broccoli. No sweet treat if you don't eat your corn.
Her parenting has changed again. You know, because
I'm more active. A lot more active.
Yeah, because we're active. We talk about health. We exemplify healthy eating. We exemplify using healthy words, healthy thoughts, healthy actions.
The kids have gone running with me.
You know, the kids have taken that upon themselves and are applying it to their lives. So yes, her parenting has changed for the better. What would you change? What would you change if you could? I think that's a very interesting question. If I could change, you know what I would change? I would change maybe the ability to have it for free, 15 minutes away at the town that's 15 minutes away.
He would have liked to be there
versus
the entire experience.
You know, in another country for the entire experience. But honestly, I mean, you know, this is just the way it is. So I don't really see anything that I would change about it. It's just something that we walk through.
I'm just glad I had 0 complications with my surgery.
Do you think she's changed as a person after surgery? Yes, she's got more confidence. She's lost weight. She's able to help more people. Like we're doing this right now, like midnight on a Monday morning, when I would normally be asleep. But she convinced me to come on with her. Yes, she's changed in a lot of good ways as a person.
And I really try to answer as many questions as I can.
Exactly.
Like sometimes he's like, "Get off your phone already." And I'm over here answering my little DMs like, "You can do it. Let go of the donuts."
Are there any negatives after surgery? Well, I mean that's kind of
we already
it
was probably just an extra question.
Yeah, probably an extra question. What do you think of her hair falling out? So when you have VSG or any kind of weight loss surgery, whatever, one of the things your body goes through while it's recovering is there is minuscule amount of hair loss. It may look like a lot. For her, she's got a nice full head of hair. To me, it didn't really look like that much, but to her, it was like, oh my goodness, my hair is coming out.
Because he never saw it, because when I would take a shower, I wouldn't leave globs of hair everywhere. There would be it there, but I wouldn't leave as much.
They died a quiet death in the bathtub drain.
But there would have been more if I would have left everything there. And it's different when it's not you actually physically pulling it out of your hair. He's bald.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, that's putting me to sleep. All right. So, again, this ties in with what I talked about earlier. Your lady, guys, I'm gonna talk to y'all straight. Your lady's gonna go through changes. This is one of those things that's going to happen. She's going to lose some hair. Okay, she's not gonna go bald, but she is going to lose some hair.
Well, some people do go lose so much hair they almost the wind can blow the wrong way. You done Donald Trump
this scalp, thins out.
Yeah.
This is when you gotta rise up and you gotta let your woman know.
If you ain't buying her wig, don't talk shit. I'm just saying.
Man,
if you're not buying the collagen and shit, don't talk shit.
Right, honey.
Sorry.
Okay. So, man, this is when you gotta step up and you gotta be like, hey, listen, hon, you look fine, you look great. you know, what she did was she actually went and actually cut her hair shorter, and it's actually good because when you have less hair, there's less weight on the roots.
Mm-hmm. It falls out way less.
So it falls out way less, and your scalp is able to regenerate because the hair does come back. It does. You don't just go.
Yeah, it grows back. Cause like remember how I used to have tons of hair on my back?
Yeah, she doesn't have.
Oh my god! Like not on my back. I'm talking about like on my clothes, on the pillow.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It was so much hair.
She was shedding like a cat.
But now it's hardly anything because number one is short, and number two, my hair is growing back now.
Yeah, she was shedding like a cat.
And it's temporary, people. It doesn't happen.
It's temporary. A couple of things you can do. You know, if she wants to cut her hair or whatever, get a wig or whatever, just support her.
And he wasn't okay with that. Guys.
I mean, it wasn't, you know...
It's a lot to adjust to.
It was acquired taste, but I'm okay with it now, right?
He's like, I'm your partner.
I mean, we look like, you know, we were from like Soho or something.
All right. He's a New Yorker, so that makes sense.
Exactly. For folks who live in the Northeast, you know what I'm talking about. But, you know... So guys, you gotta support her through this. You know what I mean? Help her with a wig, help her with some collagen supplements. You know,
or just
if she wants
embrace it.
If she wants to cut her hair, whatever, just be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Just keep reminding her she still looks good. She's on the right track. She made the right decision, and you know you'll be fine. Okay, next question we have here. How do you feel about her cutting your hair? I already answered that. It's whatever. At first, it was like, oh, interesting, and then you know, I got used to it because you know what? Listen, when the lights
he accepts me for me.
Listen, when the lights cut off. Okay. Anyways, I was saying, keep it $1.50.
It still feels the same. It still gets the job done.
Listen, keep it $1.50. But what did that person say? Biden's did already, but there's extensions. Yeah, not too much stuff about it because I've had it come down. Yeah, exactly. It's all
you
good.
can do tons of stuff to fix the hair.
So bless my hubby has been 100% woman. Yo, that's right. What's good, Tracy. Like, yo,
that's a real.
Tell your man that's what's up.
Real and G. Tell him
that's an OG.
And whoever has a problem with the thin hair, tell him. Has that changed?
Yeah.
Has the hair loss affected that?
And look,
because it could if you wanted to.
And listen, down there being bald is not a bad thing.
Come on.
We gonna get banned. Anyway, did I always like big girls?
Chubby chaser.
Was I a chubby chaser? Yes.
Chubby chaser.
Okay.
He liked them fat girls.
You know, I mean, not like, you know, morbidly obese.
Well, I was morbidly obese.
Well, not to the point in which it was just like, whatever. Hold on, who's up? Hey, Ava, go to sleep.
Go lay down, mommy. I'll be over there in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm going to open the window. He's going to continue answering. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll continue answering.
Let me see.
All right. So did I always like big girls? Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. Not like super like. I mean, it's everyone's definition of big is different. So yeah, for me, whatever. I don't mind it at all. Let's see the next one. Are you still attracted to her after losing weight? Abso-freaking-lutely. That never changed. What's it? Body dysmorphia, hair loss, so yeah, it really is real, Stacy. It really is. But back to what I was saying. Are you still? Am I still attracted to her? Absolutely. That has not changed one bit at all since she's done the weight loss. How do you feel about her loose skin? We answered that already. It don't bother me. It don't faze me. It is what it is. It's part of her. Whatever. Does loose skin bother? No, doesn't. Doesn't bother me at all. And guys, if it does bother you, I mean, you know what? That's just part of life.
And I want to mention something about loose skin.
Oh.
Y'all have to understand. If you are losing 100 plus pounds, it is to be expected.
Yes.
Our bodies can't bounce back the way it used to. Even if you're young, you have to understand 100 pounds is 100 pounds, and your body is not elastic the way you think it would be.
Right.
Some people have great genes.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't. And you have to understand that is something that will come with the territory. And you can have surgery to remove it if you want to. But do not tell yourself, oh, I'm worried about the loose skin, that's why I'm not going to get this done. Because no matter how you do it, if you lose 100 plus pounds,
you're still going to
have it. And I'd rather be healthy with loose skin than unhealthy and die 10 years earlier.
And listen, I'm going to keep it $150 with you ladies. If your man's isn't interested with the loose skin... I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm here. This person is at Pompeii now.
Oh, you're at Pompeii?
Did they give you ice on your first day of surgery? Did they give me ice?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
You know what?
I actually have a video of my first day of surgery. Go to my YouTube and look at
all the videos.
No, go to the beginning and you'll see I did step by step every single thing that happened at Pompeii. All days that I was there. Look at the videos. You'll see everything I did.
Yep.
What's the name of the documentary you mentioned? On Netflix, it's called The Game Changer. They have it on YouTube. Netflix, I believe, is free. Amazon also has it, I believe. But Netflix has it.
And just real quick, ladies, if your man is bothered by your loose skin, just find you one that ain't.
That's
anyway,
right.
Moving on.
Facts.
Okay.
Spilling the tea. Ain't playing no games.
Oh, my God.
20% low battery, so we gotta hurry this up,
we
Poppy.
gotta hurry up.
All right, Poppy.
All right, how do you feel about her choice to get a full body makeover plastic wise? I'm supportive of it either way.
Just to let you know what I am gonna get done, brachioplasty, which is for these arms. I'm gonna get breast augmentation. I'm going to get bing, and I'm also gonna get a tummy tuck, and I might do a 360 body lift. However, I have not decided where I'm going. I will let you guys know. I am considering both, different options. When I come to that conclusion, I will let you guys know. I'm going to be documenting everything just like I did
on
for
her
VSG.
YouTube channel.
Of course.
All right. And then the last question, which is on everyone's mind, how has sex been after weight loss?
Amazing. He can only answer that.
It's been amazing. It was
never bad, though. The box is always great. However, it's gotten better.
Listen, there's no lie there. Sex between us, intimacy between us has always been there since day one.
Literally. Day one. By the way, we met on Plenty of Fish.
Yes.
Because that was a couple questions that had been asked, is how we met. Real quick, go ahead.
All right, so real quick, I slid into her DMs on a website called Plenty of Fish. It's also known as POF. It is an internet dating website.
I'm sorry. Yes, if you go to my YouTube and you scroll back to the earlier videos and you put oldest videos first, you'll see every single video.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. So.
No, go ahead. I already read.
All right. Okay. Sue Lady VSG.
Yeah.
Just search for it on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Same thing. All right. We met on an internet dating site called Plenty of Fish, aka POF. I believe it's still in business. I literally just sent her a random DM
and I still have those screenshots. Hey, look,
I read through her whole profile. It was like paragraphs and paragraphs about what she was looking for and everything. I'm like, oh, she's very articulate, this and that. I saw she was thick. I'm like, okay, cute. Check. She cute. She thick. She got a big forehead. You know what that means?
Excuse me? The truth comes out.
And
says the 5-head.
So so I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what she's about. And we hit it off. Dinner and drinks or whatever, and then.
He bagged it the first night and that's it. Okay. It was locked in. By the next day, he was deleting his POF because I was like...
Yeah, and I was like low-key checking like, yo, is she still online? Check her messages. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? Did you pay for the full?
All right, so at the risk of sounding creepy,
Plenty of Fish is free. However, there's a premium.
So POF has tiers. There's a free tier and there's a paid tier. When you have the paid tier, you can actually check if the other person actually read your messages. And I was so impressed with her.
He wanted to get in these knickers.
He
wanted to get in these pants.
And I was interested in seeing her beyond a one-night stand, that I considered going and paying for the POF premium so I could see if she was reading the messages I was sending her.
Is she looking at my Is she going to answer me back?
And lo and behold, she answered me, and we arranged for a second date. And then she wound up giving me a Christmas gift and everything else. And then a month later, we found out we were pregnant with our daughter. And you know, it's just been one.
That's it.
One ride since then.
That's right. When you know, you just don't. You just know.
Yeah, like when you know, you know. So, but answering the question, yes, the intimacy has been really good since the weight loss, because when you have less weight to deal with, you're more energetic. And
don't worry about the loose skin, people flopping around. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, the loose skin, that does not mean a hill of beans.
Why? It's a hill of beans.
It does not. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't interfere with anything. Okay, the intimacy goes way up. You have more energy. Like what we said earlier, because you're going vegan, because you're dealing with less, fat on you, you smell better afterwards. Because look, anyone's gonna tell you,
plant-based people.
Anyone's gonna tell you, there is gonna be sweating, there is gonna be, smells and all that. And when you are in that process, when you're doing weight loss, whatever, you just smell better. Period.
Everything is better.
Everything. And then also too, because the sex is better, because we've been better relationship-wise because of this. You know what I mean? So, because it's not just a physical thing, it's, emotional, mental. Those factors aren't healthy or aren't there, then, you're not going to enjoy as much as you normally would. So, yeah, that's it for the questions.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
We're going to sleep.
Yes, it is now after midnight.
He's going to cash in his chips.
Oh.
I hope you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening. Make sure that you guys really, if you're having any issues as far as partner going, be honest with each other. Be honest with yourself.
Yes.
Be honest with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Be upfront. Be open. And that's the most important part.
Yep.
Thank you guys for sticking around. We got 12 people who stuck around.
12 people? And y'all other 18, 20 people.
No, I'm kidding.
We playing.
They'll come back later and they rewatch it. Take notes and shit.
What he said?
Sending the link to their friends. Like, look, see, I told you.
How they met? What?
Plenty of Fish. Let's go but Plenty of Fish ain't what it used to be. There's a lot of creepers on there now, I hear.
Oh, for real? Well, listen, I haven't been on there in over 6 years.
That's good. You remember that.
But I mean, any dating site, like, be safe, guys. Obviously.
Yes.
So.
We got lucky.
Yeah, we did.
But you know what's really funny? Actually, my best friend Rebecca, her and her now fiance, who have a child together, met a month before us. They're still together. Mm-hmm. Her cousin, which is a friend of mine, about a month before them, met and they're married. And we met.
I just think it was
it was luck.
I just think it was that time of, I don't know, the year or something.
That year was hot. It was dropping like it was hot.
People were just tired and willing to cut the nonsense, settle down, and get with their partner.
Yeah, but the minute I met him in person, I knew, like, I'm a bag him and tag him tonight. It's happening.
And the way we are here is the exact same way we were on our first date.
Yes, one thing that
I was just as, I guess, sarcastic, but in a nice way. Which, like, she was saying something.
Even when we went to Starbucks,
hitting it back, like, really, like, you trying to pull one over me.
The way that we like, this is all honest to God truth. This is just the way we are, and we've always been this way. Mm-hmm. And the first day that we met, we had only been talking maybe that 24 hours, mm-hmm. and then we met that next day.
No, we met the same day.
We started talking in the morning or something like that, and we met that night. And
oh yes, we met that night.
And the next night, and we practically saw each other almost every night after that.
It became a daily thing.
And then within a month, we were basically saying, "Okay, so when are we moving in?"
Yep. And in 3 months, we signed a new lease.
Yep, we signed a new lease, and it's it.
And
it was
then, it. 6 months later, we're in the middle of the night,
the baby. And then we've been together. Our daughter's 5. We've been together 6 years this December.
Yep.
Christmas Day is our anniversary.
Is our official anniversary.
Yeah, 22nd is when we met, but 25th is it. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Keep it safe.
Au revoir.
Use a condom.
Bye-bye. Well, you know, if you feel inclined to.
Bye, guys.